big things are coming to Ethereum, my friends. I know a lot of crypto industry, we like to poop on Ethereum, and by we, I mean everybody else, including me, of course, all of us together, because Ethereum has been crushed against Bitcoin. You can make up all the theories in the world that you want to see in terms of like, oh, it's Michael Saylor, or it's all the amount of soy. But no matter how you spin it, I mean, when you have 11 candles and then 10 of them were red, my gosh, man, that's just wild. You know, in the biggest mania of Ethereum, out of 10 candles, 7 were green. And that was Ethereum's first cycle unicorn explosion, where you're like, oh, you're never going to see that again. 7 green out of 10. We just had 10 red out of 11. Oh my gosh. And that is after an Ethereum spot ETF as well, which tells you that the ETFs and stuff all out here, they are fugazi. But what I'm now going to do, friends, I'm going to show you in a very family-friendly way. Lord Vitalik has made this post. Yeah, and my personal focuses and non-focuses for 2025 should be predictable from things I've done and written, but it's worth restating explicitly. So he's talking about these focuses and what's coming on. I want you to know, look at what number 1 is, friends. Numero 1, Ethereum, L1 long-term roadmap. I know you like it long and strong. That's what she said. Family-friendly show. Example, single slot finality, long-term virtual machine, statelessness, security, resilience, decentralization. Now, if you are like me, I don't understand what any of those words mean. Just welcome to the club, friends. Welcome to the club. But they sound smart, don't they? Thank you for those words, Lord Vitalik. Also, full stack security, open source, privacy, ensuring Ethereum is usable in a way that is highly secure, free of centralized intermediaries, and privacy friendly, including higher up the stack, applications, wallets. Pretty much, I want you to think about layer 1 focus. What does layer 1 focus mean? Because remember, friends, Vitalik, think about it, he was a boomkin. Okay, he was a druid when he played World of Warcraft, friends. When he plays, probably like, he's always, you know, he's a warlock dude. He's always a mage dude. You know, when I'm playing any of these games, like, you know, he rolls intel when he plays Demon Souls or Dark Souls, okay? I am, you guess, I always pick Barbarian. Give me a big sword. I like going around and just smacking things up, you know? So it makes it a bit hard because a lot of game producers, they know everyone's going to pick a Barbarian and stuff, so they make it a bit more difficult. So that's the type of person Vitalik is out here. Now, Vitalik, friends, he doesn't speak. He speaks alien, okay? You've seen the Anunnaki language. He doesn't tell you, hey, I'm going to pump bags. They don't talk like that, okay? How he talks about, uses all these words and descriptions, and it translates to bags will be pumped. He's based, remember, friends, did I not tell you that when everyone was yelling, saying you got to scale Ethereum, did I not tell you that what he's saying on his words, he's treating us like babies, where he's like, okay, these are children. They are reacting negatively to me. If I immediately pivot my position and Aya Tamagotchi and everything else, people will think to speak to me, they have to keep yelling like kids. And he doesn't want to teach people that. He doesn't want to give you a dopamine hit for by responding to that. So what he does is he just says, I'm ignoring everything you say. He goes away for 4 weeks. Exactly what happened. 4 to 8 weeks later, comes back. He goes, oh, guess what? I'm going to now scale layer 1. Do you know what's coming, friends? They're trying to make the layer 1 chain up to 10 times faster. They said through 2026. So in the next 20 months. Now, Ivan is more familiar with how slow Ethereum and stuff are, but they call it like raising the gas limit, where you can include more blocks. I don't know if it ever makes it that much faster. We'll see. He always talks about, look, this big picture stuff, communication tools, information and social layer, mechanism design, so governance, public goods, cryptography. So all these other words, biodefense. I don't know what that means. Vitalik, please. No more vaxxers, Vitalik, please. Okay, it's deep state bug eater stuff. Don't skip leg day. That's all I'm telling you. Okay. And also shout out here. Look at this. Others are taking on practical of short-term scaling, e.g. 10x the layer 1 gas limit within 2026 is exactly what happened here. So you see, friends, that they're building on stuff out here. Shout out to Mr. Friend, my jazz fan. 10x is the key, but will it be in 2026? Yeah, that's the thing. They're like really slow when it comes to these. But you friends, you're kicking them up the boom. I just want to tell you something, friends. So Ethereum, guys, everyone holding Ethereum, friends, they're competing with Bitcoin. Okay, see how Solana come out and they go, oh, we're competing with Ethereum. Yeah, because you're just looking up the ladder. Ethereum guys are competing with Bitcoin, friends, because they've always maintained that they aren't a floppy willy. They believe they are nice and pointed up and to the right. So they basically say, we're like Bitcoin. We have a better monetary policy. We're accommodative to everyone out here. So we'll see, of course, how it plays out. It's outside of our hands. It is third cycle curse, though. So What, friends, I just got to reiterate to you. What does third cycle curse mean? Well, it means this. It means when you rally, you're not making new highs pretty much, okay? You're going to enjoy a retracement, which is sad, right? That's what we get. And then maybe, look, I don't know what happens, but if we're lucky, we get up here, then there's a bear market, everyone says it's over, and then by end of 2028, maybe something happens. That, by the way, that chart I just did, that is what XRP BTC did. So XRP in 2021, its Bitcoin ratio retraced back to the Bitcoin halving level. So it just retraced back. That's all you got. And then it just went down and down, and then it came down, had a capitulation again at the end of somewhere in 2028. In the Bitcoin halving year. And then what did XRP do at the end of last year? Just started shooting up. So XRP BTC is around equivalent here. Yeah, obviously I wanted to go higher. I hope it goes higher. I hope it surprises us to the upside, but I'm just preparing you in case things go away like that. PLS, where the F did you read speed? So pump L1 speed, because I said that, look, you got to remember, bro, I'm trying to translate is alien talk, bro. They don't come out and say, hey, baby, you want us to go faster? Vroom, vroom. Yay, we'll make it go faster. They don't talk like that, okay? He says open source, applications, decentralization, they use these other words, okay? But that's what it all comes down to. I'm trying to translate alien speaky for you. Also, friendly reminder, you don't want to be reminded of this. Today marks exactly 1 year since I first started saying 50 weeks to shake out the strong hands. For PulseChain, it's actually true. It's actually true. It's exactly 1 year. Wow. And this is exactly what we got. Let's actually go back to April of 20. Oh my gosh, it happened. Jeez, man, it happened. Another 76% down. How do I rationalize it? Look, call me crazy. I don't care, dude. I'm just going to say it. I hope it's actually been Richard selling. I hope it is. Maybe he thinks about it like, I got a lot of accounts. Better I take this liquidity and I store it on the sidelines than other Jeets who are selling out and bridging. Because if they're going to sell, let them sell low, which is what they've been doing. And then he puts back the money in, which is good. I don't have any proof, don't have any evidence. I don't know. I hope it's him. Okay. I really hope it's him when it comes to that, because that would make me feel better, because that means everybody dumping now, they're dumping at artificially lower prices, which is good artificial. And then the money that he saw he's going to put back in. So I hope that's what it's been. I don't have any evidence. It could be just cope. Recently, friends, I clocked 5,000 videos of the highest value content in crypto. Not going anywhere until we pump. I don't care, dude. Literally 1,000 more videos are coming. I made 1,000 videos in Bitcoin's range that went nowhere for 9 months. So I don't get, friends, I don't care. I make content for people like me. Like, who cares about everybody else, bro? Friends, if I wanted to just go get all these viewers, I just go do the whole crypto zombie, crypto stuff. You sign up to leverage trading exchanges. You go just talk about Bitcoin. You dress up your whole channel, put on the Bitcoin logo. You go around saying Bitcoin, Bitcoin, Bitcoin. You call altcoins dirty. You go to the Bitcoin maxes in. Then you're doing the leverage trading shilling. You go, hey. When you sell altcoins, make sure you take profit into Bitcoin because altcoins are trash, right? That's what they keep saying, even though altcoins have a way higher win rate than the leverage trading junk that they put. Even if altcoins, friends, even if you say, altcoins only have a 25% win rate. Okay, you want to know what leverage trading has? 1%. So even with a 25% win rate in altcoins, okay, you're still 25 times more likely to succeed. Or another way to put it, leverage trading is 98% worse, minus 98% worse than what they offer. So that's what someone who's catering to those types of audiences, that's what they do. But friends, that audience is nothing, okay? They come at the wrong times. They buy the tops, they sell the bottoms. There is no edge on alpha. And if you're here to win in this game, you got to be contrarian anyway. Remember, Richard Hart, Interpol, going away soon. Do you like this thumbnail, friends? Nice and pink and blue. Richard Hart has been dropping some hints recently, showing me the tweets. He's basically implied in a nutshell that before the PulseChain and PulseX sacrifice, he made a charity in a country that has a no tax event on charity wallets and accounts. He made a charity, and the PulseChain and PulseX are owned by this charity. It's their nominated address. So Finland, you don't get owed any money. I want this kid on my crypto team. Unstoppable belief. Lil Ice, 13 years old, willing to die for his gang. There you go, out on his skateboard. That's the type of people we want to see in our communities. Now, a lot of people are wondering as well, with all this bullish Ethereum talk, how come the prices are moving up? Because it's all talk. That's it. Like, It's not about that, man. It's the business cycle. Even friends, you know me talking about business cycle so much. If you watch any other KOL, they say the words business cycle came from me. No one in crypto even mentioned these word business cycle or the business ISM or anything out here, which is okay, friends. I'm loving abundance mindset, but I'm just telling you, we're all linked. We're all linked, whether you like it or not. We're all globalized. You can put tariffs up on maple syrup somewhere, then we'll have to go get Indian maple syrup from the street sewer if you want out here. And yeah, they'll just put higher premiums out here. Okay, you can't funk around with the whole world as easily as you want. Also, this was funny, right? I never thought Vitalik would rim job a robot dog. Yes, this is Vitalik. Mr. Cuss said people didn't even actually believe it. Yes, this is Vitalik. Remember, he was inspecting a robot dog. This is actually Vitalik, Lord Vitalik. Man, I want to see Ethereum pump after this, so I could just put this picture on a chart and I'll go like Vitalik. You put the bottom signal. Vitalik rim jobs a robot dog, and it starts pumping. Like, man, that's what I want to do. That, friends. Like, I'm hungry for this, bro. I want this the stock market, Johnson & Johnson. I want those people to basically, friends. I want them to see the peg nipple guy. I want them to see the peg nipple guy showing a chart. And I want them to just like see it down here. And I want Ethereum to do this 100% rally. And I say, your CEO founder wears a suit and tie, goes in front of press conference, does his hair every day, and just writes bullshit all day that no one cares about, okay? My CEO founder, he ain't even human. He's an alien, and he is rim jobbing robot dogs, and we're up 100% in 55 days. I'd love to do that, friends, but because they're the people going to come in, right? When they boost Ethereum up, they boost all of us up. Okay, that's exactly what happens. Oh man, Mr. Lucky Luke, this hurts to read. You were spot on with this third cycle curse. Your predictions are so correct, it's scary. Oh, friends, look, I'm just telling you now. When I have these prediction stuff, don't listen to my actions, okay? Because I'm like, okay, the curse is happening, but the price is too low. It doesn't matter, dude. It doesn't matter. My strike rate for the prophecies, they're very high. The problem is, when we get there, the prices are so low. We're like, dude, I don't think it's going to happen. Like, I know it's a prophecy, but the prices are so low. How can we sell from here? And we did. We did. Oh, Ethereum's only 3,000. Yeah. So maybe that's something you can do in the future to fade it. You go, well, somebody said this prophecy's going to happen. He ain't even saying it. This happens over and over and over again, man. This is what markets do, friends. Good thing is, though, I'm feeling another prophecy. Buy and may go away. Okay, this is your long-lost cousin. Buy and may go away. I'm feeling it. But not just feeling it. What I mean by that is, like, it's going to be tough, friends. It's going to be tough, but look, man. Bull markets die on euphoria, okay? They die on euphoria, all right? They die on euphoria. What's euphoria? Repetitive green monthly candles. That's what euphoria is. You can see it on the chart, yeah? That's euphoria. So repetitive green monthly candles. How many green? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This was 5, okay? Before that was 6. So if you even want to think about, oh, please don't curse us with one that lands on 4. Man, that'll be so bad. I know it's scary, friends. What do you do, man? But if we got, we just had 5 red, dude. If we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, if we go up Mawai, Julie, and we'll have to think of another name for August, right? August, 4 months in a row. Then we can talk about, hey, are we going to go euphoric in Rectember and then Cocktober? We can think about that. But we're not even there yet. So, like, that's why, like, it really comes down to a believer cycle, friends. Do you believe this is going to be all over in 4 months? Or not even 3 months? Look, man, bull markets die on euphoria. That's it. I don't know how it's going to work out. I don't know how altcoins are going to be able to withstand Bitcoin going down. I don't know, dude. I just a believer cycle. I've said it's a believer cycle. I believe in nipples remaining pegged at all times. I don't know how it's going to work out. I don't know. I'm just telling you. In markets, friends, that's it. Like, we're all the strongest of strong hands. You didn't sell at this point. It's literally the longest cycle, the longest bear market. Everything's bad. Bitcoin dominance up through the roof. If you're still holding now, you're a nutcase like me. Okay, those are the people I want to be long with. Okay, in fact, I want to be turbo leverage long with them. We're all turbo leverage long pretty much, okay? You don't want to be long with someone who's buying Bitcoin now. Do you want to be long with them? Hell no. You have Bitcoin dominance up 4 years in a row. You have Michael Saylor telling you it's going to $13 million. You have skeptical laggard governments now coming in saying they may or may not buy. Like, I don't want to be long with them. I just don't. And everybody is selling Ethereum to go buy Bitcoin and soy. We'll see how it all plays out. Like, subscribe, belly button, all. Catch you soon.